dog blanket. Good morning.
You can have dog blanket, have baby blanket. Good morning.
Today's practice is brought to you by
Daydream.
Daydream.
I feel like a podcast. Usually, like a lot of podcasts we listen to, they're like,
True.
they all have lots of sponsors. Like today's
True.
podcast is
Let's
brought
not
to you
mention any products because we aren't actually sponsored by them.
No, I know. I was just.
But I
saying,
really want to say like a specific mattress brand you probably hear about on podcasts all the time, and or a
That'd be
website
weird
developer.
if a mattress sponsored us, because we're not lying on a mattress or anything. We could try to do.
I mean, we still sleep on a mattress.
Oh, I feel like it's different on a podcast.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Kim.
Good morning.
Hi, Cindy. Good morning, Jonathan's mom.
Good morning, Mom.
This morning I could mostly see Shavasana time. Yes, it is. I know some of you probably have time off starting now already.
Yeah, true.
Thanks for joining us. Regardless, I think Kim, you said you're off now. Yeah, but let us know if you have any requests for practice this morning. Good morning, Lonnie. Good to see you. Are you and Cindy like practicing in different spaces in the same house?
No.
Your son.
They're both getting ready for the day, and they're
And they're
just
just
looking
watching.
at they're supporting us by turning it on.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Just like your mom. She's actually
She's
making
just-
her lunch. But yeah. I'll turn this up a little
okay.
bit.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get started.
Yes. So find a comfortable seated position or a Shavasana position if you'd like instead. And rest your palms, your knees, your thighs, closing your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Again, breathe in, deep breath. Sigh it out. This time when you breathe in, even if you're lying down, let's stretch the arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. Breathe into the sides of your ribs. And then exhale, relax your arms by your side. If you like that, you can do it one more time. Taking a deep breath in, feel free to reach your arms up. Sigh it out. It's just getting the cobwebs out of the lungs, the torso, allowing for nice full breaths in. I want you to assign a ratio to this morning to your breath. My suggestion is starting with inhale to 3 counts, and then exhaling to 6 counts. So if you want to join me, join Jonathan and I, you're going to exhale fully. Pause at the bottom of your exhale, and then we'll breathe in for 1, 2, 3. We'll exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll try that again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue. You can change the ratio if it's too long, too short, or uneven for you. best to try to maintain that ratio that you've decided on. Try to just focus your mind on maintaining that rhythm. Or simply that count in your mind. Feel free to lengthen the breath a little more. If you stuck with the 3 in, 6 out, perhaps you can explore 4 in, 8 out. Allowing the breath to wash over the body. For the last few breaths here, perhaps noticing the gentle pause in between your inhales and your exhales. The moment right before you take in that new breath, right before when you let that breath go. That stillness that settles in the body. Next time that you breathe in, take a deeper inhale. Pause there at the top of your breath. And sigh it out. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. And we'll connect the palms in front of the heart. Feel free to join us with the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bow your head, blink your eyes open, and we'll begin.
Nice. Let's lie down on our backs. Shavasana. Actually, not yet. Lie down. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Have the feet parallel, hip width. Just notice these first few movements. Don't worry about lifting into the highest shape you can, the deepest shape. Just easing into it. Press your palms into the floor next to your hips. And inhale, lift the hips up away from the mat. Nice blanket, Queenie. Exhale, lower back down.
Stay warm.
Inhale to lift up. Keep going with your breath, almost like we're doing cat and cows. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower. Just moving with the breath. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. 1 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Straighten your legs. Okay, similar. This time squeeze the inner thighs together, feet touch. Press your heels into the floor. You don't have to lift very high. Again, don't worry about the depth. Press into your heels. Feel your bum lift up away from the mat. It might only feel like it's just subtly moving away from the mat, still touching. That's okay. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift as much as you can. It's okay. Exhale, lower. Hamstrings have to engage here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift.
This is the opposite of Shavasana.
Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice. Soften for a moment there and just notice, right, when we lift into that bridge prep, using the glutes quite a bit, lifting into, you can almost think of that as a locust prep, using your hamstrings a lot more. Bend your knees, return the soles of the feet to the floor. Windshield wiper the knees to the right and the left. Massage the outer hip. Notice if you're getting some massage there across the back of the pelvis, your SI. Just easing into it today. Pause and center. Hug the right knee in towards your chest and place the fingers over the shin. And keep that left knee bent, the sole of the left foot's on the floor. This already gives you quite a bit of sensation. You can stay right there. If you have more to give, pull that right knee out towards the right armpits. Even more. Flex the right ankle, reach across the inner thigh and shin, and catch the outer edge of the foot. Find a half happy baby. In that half happy baby, as much as we're pulling down, use your arm for some resistance here. Feel like you're kicking that right heel forward slightly. So you're actually trying to engage the right hamstring as you pull the knee down. It'll feel a little bit more like a strengthening sensation in your happy baby and not just a bendy, stretchy sensation. You can find that same or similar work if you're just pulling the shin in, holding the shin. Try to squeeze the right heel towards your bum more so you actually feel the back of the leg engage. Breathe here. Nice. 1 more big inhale. And as you release the breath, keep that ankle flexed. Take the right ankle towards the left thigh. So if you're holding the shin, same idea here. Flex the right ankle, take it towards your left thigh. Press the right thigh forward. And we feel the back of the hip turn on. Different way to wake the hips up today. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Not here very long, but long enough to notice something happening in that right hip. All right, just move slow. Begin to take the right foot and left knee all the way over towards the left side of your mat. And once it gets there, notice that the right foot actually doesn't touch the floor. The right foot is up off the floor. It's the ankle on the left thigh. Continue to press that right thigh forward in space and notice the sensation you get there in the outer hip on the right side. More than likely, the right knee and thigh is not going to get all the way down towards the floor. If it does, just notice that you're working with some pretty flexible hips. So likely going to need a bit more stabilization, strengthening in your body. You can get a little bit more in this shape if you reach the right arm back behind you and feel the right side body get super, super long. Breathe. Take 1 more inhale on this side. As you exhale, you can slowly release, come all the way through center. Release the right foot to the floor, windshield wiper the knees to the right and the left. Nice. Pause in center. Keep the right foot on the floor. Hug that left knee into your chest to start. Pulling the thigh nice and close. You can let that knee move more towards the armpit. Stay there if you need, or flexing the left ankle. Reach across the inner thigh, the shin, catch the outer edge of the foot. Find a half happy baby. Now in that half happy baby, sometimes our focus is only the stretch. Today I'd like you to bring a little bit more attention to the strengthening. Push that heel forward in space a bit. Can you feel the left hamstring actually turn on? So you're using the arm to resist the strength of your left leg. Kind of kicking up and forward. Breathe here. Not only do you get the nice sensation of the hamstring turning on, but you actually might notice that you move the leg a little bit deeper by being active. Just a few breaths here. Waking up the hip. Waking up the hamstring. And if you're holding the shin, flex the ankle. If you're holding the foot, keep the ankle flexed. Start to guide that left ankle over towards the right thigh. Push the left thigh away from you. Figure 4, recline here. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Just noticing the space that you have accessible. Some of us will have more than others. Carefully lower the left foot, the right knee over to the right side. You'll notice when it gets down towards the floor, the foot isn't touching the floor. Keep the foot up off the floor, flex that left ankle, and push the left thigh away from you. More than likely, that leg is not going to come all the way down. It might be super sticky there. That's okay. Stimulating some external rotation in the left hip. For a little more, you can reach the left arm back behind you and feel that whole left side body, left side waist, get a little tug and stretch. Just one more inhale. And as you sigh that breath out, release. Come back through center. Return the left foot to the floor. Windshield wiper the knees to the right and to the left. Okay, hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock to the left and to the right. Massage the muscles running up and down your spine. Cross the right ankle over the left and begin to rock the length of your spine. Use enough momentum to rock forward, plant the palms, step the feet back. Find a downward facing dog. Watch out for the bulls there, Queenie.
Yep.
In that down dog, pedal at the heels. Nod your head yes and shake it no. Nice. Take an inhale to look forward. Exhale, bend your knees and start to tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of the mat. When you get to the top of the mat, halfway lift, extend your spine, engaging the muscles in your back, and then exhale to fold. Root down to your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling, grow as tall as you can. Exhale, right hand to the right thigh, squeeze right side body, and lengthen the left side. Nice. Breathe into the left ribs, shoulder, and side waist. Inhale, sweep back up, both arms reach tall. And exhale, hinge and fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, set the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee down, untuck the toes. And inhale, sweep the arms up. Low runner's lunge. Press your hips forward and down. Keep a subtle tuck to the tailbone. The belly and the ribs are actually trying to draw in slightly there. Breathe here. One more inhale to reach up a bit taller. Exhale, release the left hand down towards the top left corner of your mat. So it's a little bit further forward of the left shoulder. Wiggle the right foot to the right edge, flex the ankle, and then turn onto the outer edge of that right foot. You can push the right thigh away from you. Or if you like, rather than just taking the stretchy route out, instead of pushing with your hand, try to engage the back of that right hip and press the thigh forward in space. So similar to what we did when we were lying on our back. Because we have a bit more weight pushed into that foot, be a bit more careful what's happening in your knee. We're still focused on the right hip, finding external rotation. The left hip in this shape is nice and extended. Beautiful work. One more breath. And you can exhale to release through center. Wiggle the right foot forward a touch and then shift the hips back. So the left hip stacks on top of the left knee. Half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. In your half splits, if you feel like the hamstrings are not even, right? For me, they often are not. The inner edge, the outer edge feels a bit different. You can change what you feel by flexing the ankle, and then rotating the femur bone. Turn the toes out, turn the toes in. So it's not just my foot that's turning, it's not just the foot going side to side, it's the entire thigh bone starting from the hip that's turning out or in. And I'm really trying to like roll the thigh to find that sweet spot in the back of my right leg. So for me, it's on the right side, slightly turned out to get the outer edge of my hamstrings.
Or it could be every
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
Every movement of the leg.
exactly. Maybe all of it feels. Or for some of us, maybe it's like, I could be in this forever. I'm already kissing my toes. Gross. One more inhale.
Babies do it.
Exhale. Bend into the right knee. Yeah, babies are gross. Tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee. Sweep the arms back behind you and lean forward over the right leg. Okay, so in this shape, right, a lot of attention put to putting weight into that right thigh. Try to remember you have the entire torso here to support you here. Engage the muscles in your back. Shift forward even more. Press the left foot up towards the ceiling. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana C. You're doing great. Stay with me. Right hand starts to reach down towards the floor or a block. Stack the left hip on top of the right. You have the left hand on the left hip or reach the arm up. Your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. In that half moon pose, the drishti point stays steady. You're either looking down to the side or up. Nice. One more big breath. Exhale. Release into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Left foot to the top. Both fingertips to the floor. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Nod your head yes and shake it no. Nice. If the feet were together in the first round, bring them together. Give yourself a halfway lift. Inhale, extend your spine to reset. Exhale to fold. Root down to the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling, grow tall. Exhale, left hand to the left thigh. Squeeze left side body and lengthen the right. Really find that length in right side. Can you breathe into the shoulder, the ribs, the side waist? Take one more inhale. Exhale, pull yourself up and fold forward over the legs. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, step the right foot all the way back. Lower the knee down. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Low runner's lunge, pressing the hips forward and down. Notice if the belly feels like it's pressing forward, the ribs flaring. Pull the belly and the ribs in. So you get this feeling. Yeah, exactly. The technical term is In fact, I've had it described like someone plays around like they're going to give you a little punch in the stomach. What would you do? Right? That kind of pull in with the ribs and belly. I know some people's answers would be like, psh, stop them. Don't let them. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, release the right hand down towards the right front corner of the mat. Wiggle the left foot a bit more to the left side of the mat. Flex the ankle, turn the toes out in line with the knee. And you have options. You can push the thigh away if that feels good. Or use the musculature in the hip. Press the thigh away by engaging the back of that left hip. Both options work well. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Left hip strongly externally rotating. Right hip strongly extending. Take one more inhale. And exhale to release through center. And frame that left foot. Wiggle the foot forward a touch. Flex the ankle. Shift your hips back so the right hip stacks on top of the right knee. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. In that half splits, you can stay with the toes facing straight up or play with accessing the back of your leg in a slightly different way by turning the toes in or out, dialing in the stretch into your left hamstrings. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. If they're talking about punching, Queenie she's all in on making fists.
Different.
I like it.
Hand variation for holding the pose. Especially if your wrists are sensitive. This is
if you're double jointed in your fingers like me.
Yeah, also that too.
Yeah. Last few breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. As you sigh out that last breath, bend into the left knee, plant the sole of the foot, pick up the back knee, and sweep the arms back behind you. Arrow pose to start. So remember that, that left leg is taking a lot of the weight, but if you sag into it, it actually feels a lot heavier. Pull your chest away from the floor slightly, engage the muscles in your back, right? Support the pose. Shift the weight forward, press the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling. Warrior 3 to begin. The right hip is actually trying to push down as the right foot lifts up. One more breath, Warrior 3. Exhale, reach the left hand down to a block, the floor, or float it. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. You can keep the right hand on the right hip or reach it up. Your drishti point can be on the floor, the side wall, or the ceiling. You've got this. One more breath. Exhale, release into a forward fold. Heel toe the feet so they are hip width. They're parallel. Catch opposite elbows. Dangle over your legs. And you can sway a little bit here to the left and the right, acknowledging the balance or the imbalance between left side and right side. You've got one more inhale. As you sigh that breath out, turn your toes out in line with the knee, sink down towards Malasana, garland pose. In that garland pose, push the elbows into the thighs press back into the elbows, heart reaches towards your thumbs. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. If you feel like you want to play, you're welcome to take crow pose or an inversion, maybe heading towards your tripod if you want. You don't have to. You could just hang out in your garland pose. And whether you're doing an inversion, an arm balance, or malasana, there's still probably someone out there that cares about you. If you're in the inversion or arm balance, come back slowly to your garland pose. You release the hands back behind you and sit down on your bum. Extend the legs forward, give a little shake, and as slow as you can, lie all the way down onto your back. Once you're lying flat, take a moment to settle into the mats. Take all those little shifts you might need. Just recognizing that this brief moment of stillness is just as important as the rest of the practice. If you need longer in this shape, you are welcome to it. If you're coming back, start by lengthening your inhales and your exhales. And then add small movements to your fingers and your toes. Turn your head side to side. Inhale to give yourself a stretch. And exhale to soften. One more time, inhale, stretch it out. And exhale to soften. You bend your knees, roll to one side, or rock up into a seated position. Sitting cross-legged or kneeling, really any shape of spine can stack tall. The foundation can settle. Close your eyes. And check in with the rhythm of your breath, the ratio of the inhale to the exhale. Perhaps you don't change anything, you just notice the ratio you settled on naturally. Is it even? Is it uneven? You can always come back to a 3-3 ratio, 3-6. Let's take one more inhale together here. This time opening your mouth, sigh out the breath. Palms connect in prayer, heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum, closing to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Bow your heads. Thanks for being here to share this energy. Please take some with you off the mat. Share with the ones you love. Namaste.
Namaste.
Appreciate you all.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Happy Wednesday, and we'll see you December 25th on Friday morning.
See you on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Maybe things don't get crazy until after 8:30 in your household on Christmas morning, so you can have a moment of time for yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes.
If you ever have any questions about our sponsor, Daydream, do feel free to reach out. We can answer them for you anecdotally.
Yeah, thank you, Claudia. Happy holidays to you. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Jenny.
All the sound effects today. Every sound effect.
Also gave Jonathan a heart attack during Shavasana.
It was a close one.
Knocked over a bowl.
It was a close one.
I often do. Thanks, Kim. It's been a while since I did inversions. I've only done headstand. Haven't done anything else yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easing into it.
It's cooling too fast. Thanks, Cindy. Julia, thank you. Thanks, Lima. Or Jess. Thank you, Alani. Sharon, happy holidays.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold.
It is a little chilly.
Even after moving, I'm still like, probably have to move a bit more. Mm-hmm. But it was good. My hips feel great.
Thanks.
Yeah. They're usually pretty tight when I wake up.
Right? I think that's pretty common.
Just everything feels tight. I often say I feel like a square when I wake up. It's just like a box.
A tin man? A tin woman?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And don't worry if inversions aren't for you at the moment. That's okay. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Even a standing forward fold still technically counts.
Downward dog is technically an inversion. Anytime the head is below the heart,
exactly,
it's considered an inversion.
You still get the benefits.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So,
speaking of benefits, if you're looking for a beverage that's a little different than a coffee in the afternoon, may I recommend Daydream? It's a adaptogen-infused sparkling beverage that is sugar-free. Mm-hmm. We've been working with them. It's a local Toronto company, and we're so grateful to have them as our sponsor for this month. And yeah, we really think it's something interesting. I haven't seen too many of these specific type of like health beverages that are also just kind of enjoyable. As opposed to like ones that are like, it's really good for you, and you taste it and you're like,
it tastes like it's very good for you.
So yeah, if you're looking to try something like that, we are going to have the code in our description of this class.
One thing I really like about this as well is that it doesn't have any real sweetener that you can taste or anything. Like, I really don't like stevia.
Yeah, sugar-free and no stevia, none of that like artificial sweetener flavor.
When we get sometimes like protein powder and stuff, it's like everything has stevia. I taste it like the moment I put it in my mouth. I'm like, oh, I can't have it, and then Jonathan has to have it. So this is like actually, I don't know why. Like, I know it's healthier than sugar, but then almost every healthy drink or thing that says it doesn't have sugar, and then they add stevia. It's just not my jam. But
to be fair, if you're gonna have it, just have it. Like that's
Or
kind
not
of
honey, I don't know,
Yeah.
something else, maybe not like
What?
processed white sugar, but
we use maple syrup in our coffee.
yeah, we
I should
do.
say I use maple syrup in
Actually,
our coffee.
during this time of the year, if you're still watching, I don't know why, but we should start a podcast, just ramble for like however long we want. Anyways, Jonathan adds
True.
eggnog to his coffee. It's like his
Yeah.
favorite thing.
Yeah.
Now my whole family also is like eggnog.
So the point being,
Got
it's
warm.
all about balance. So for this time of year, if there's certain treats that you enjoy them.
Yeah.
Enjoy them.
Guilt-free.
enjoy
Indulge a
them.
little.
Yeah. That's really, honestly, it's one of the things that might, perk up your mood this time of year. Make you feel like you're connected to some good memories from when you were younger.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
Do what makes you feel good.
Enjoy that. My mom gave us a bunch of holiday cookies, and they are gone. They are gone.
They were gone like a week ago. Kind of like,
Yep.
Did not last.
They did not
until
last until
the holidays.
Christmas.
But it's okay. We have other cookies. Too many cookies. But yeah. So enjoy your holidays guilt-free. If you're going to eat that extra serving of food or whatever,
Yeah.
enjoy it. Like,
You've earned it.
yeah. Don't eat it and then feel guilty at the same time. It's not good for you. Just live life. Be happy. That's all I have to say. Stay warm. Thanks, Apana. Bye.
On that note,
Yes.
thanks so much for listening to us. Love to you all. And we'll see you either in our Zoom classes or
On Friday.
on Friday on IGTV.
Or on recorded IGTV. Bye. Turn it off.